Welcome back to the People's Guild. If you are invested in Splinterlands or if you are just curious about Splinterlands, then this podcast is for you.
All right. Well, welcome back. We've got a little bit of a different segment that we want to kick off the show with this week. And apologies for the delay. We were both on holiday the last couple of days and traveling to the homeland and the home cities. So we are back and the People's Guild is fired up for business again. So what we wanted to do to kick off today's episode is a few rapid fire kind of quick questions for each other. And, we'll both ask and answer our own questions as well as hear from the other person. So Wasco, you want to kick us off with your first question, man?
Yeah. All right. So just a very basic one to kick us off. So I just want to know, what is your favorite card, Mr. Banjo?
So this was one of my questions for you as well.
Okay.
Kind of. Almo.
All right.
Almo. And I very recently got him to level 4 to play at Diamond, and holy moly, I love Almo. Yeah, he's
Almo's amazing at the lower, well, even in gold, right? With that speed and
he's great. He's great at
fire.
all the levels and phase too, right?
Yeah.
He's a monster. But once he gets the magic reflects, I love playing him with Wraith. And I'll bring Almo back up with some of my other questions later. But before we get there, why don't you tell me what is your favorite card?
Mine's Deep Lurker. I just enjoy just the smash, just the opportunity. 5 hits. I've got him at gold. So yeah, he's just one of my aces in my pack. I was gonna obviously say Dr. Blight, but I just think, fun factor, Deep Lurker.
Yeah,
right,
Deep Lurker, especially when he at the higher levels. So I just got him leveled up to Diamond. I think you and I were talking about this a couple of days ago, and he gets a press, I think is the ability.
Okay.
Demoralize. So he takes away a melee attack from all enemy monsters.
Very nice.
That and the poison, and he's wicked fast, and with Kelia, monster. Okay.
Yeah.
My first question, little bit of an easy one. Overall favorite Splinter?
Water.
No brainer for you. I knew that, and I think you kind of answered that, telling me that Deep Lurker is your favorite card.
I think just because of the speed, right? They have got so many fast monsters on their team, and when they hit, they just hit hard. And I think just with Kayla, with the extra shields, just makes them just so strong. And I think even when you kind of push it up into Diamond, like a level 6, Kayla can mix it with the big boys for sure. How about you? Or maybe can I have a guess? I was going to say Death for you.
Yeah, I think Death. So Death. I want Death to be my absolute favorite Splinter. I think there's a great combination of cards in Modern. I don't own a lot of the cards that I would like to from Untamed and Dice, but I think as we move into Rift Watchers and Rebellion, the overall variety of abilities is going to be brought back into the picture for me to have those cards within reach, and just it's such a versatile Splinter. I love Death for low mana. And this kind of jumps into let me go ahead and ask my next question, and then we'll jump back to yours. Early prediction on the legendary summoner for water. So I think you and I talked about this a couple months ago, but I would like to hear what would you like to see in Kieran's dreamland of legendary summoner abilities for Chaos Legion. What do you want to see
for water?
Yeah,
only for water. Ooh, I haven't really looked that far ahead, but I think definitely ranged to increase range would be great because well, I've got the Axe Master. If I can buff that guy up anymore, it will be amazing. With the speed as well. Um, oh, could we throw a bit of poison in there? I love my poison. We've done speed has already happened. Shields already happened. Um, yeah, I think just buffing up range and throwing a little bit of poison in there. But I don't know about poison for Earth. How about you? Sorry for water. What about you?
Uh, so I would love to see the water summoner bring ranged buffs to the table, and maybe like an affliction or a cripple or a life leech, something like that would be super
Mm,
cool to throw on there.
yeah,
Um,
life leech. Oh,
yeah, that'd be
could you
pretty
give
rad.
that to all the monsters though?
Yeah, probably not, but a guy can dream. And speaking of dreams, I think the abilities that I would really love to see on the Death Summoner, and we've seen the artwork for both of these cards. I forget what their names are, but the Water Summoner is that really badass looking dragon, and the
Mm,
Death Summoner is that kind of spectral looking um, apparition. I forget what their names are, but anyways, yeah. So Death, I would love to see a -2 speed plus backfire and phase, and
for what? Sorry,
for the Death Summoner.
for the death.
Yeah, I want to see a big fat counter to Kitty and to
The new
the
fire summoner.
Conqueror. Yeah, the Conqueror. So -2 speed, backfire, and phase would be rad. Because Death, I think, is predominantly vulnerable to magic, and Thaddeus does a good job of kind of muting some of that. But yeah, phase would be awesome.
Backfire for when you're playing against fire with that new legendary fire summoner. Well, that's proper
Oh yeah,
cancel out, right? You're
that'd
like,
be fun.
yeah.
Yeah, Nightmare and Lyra and Supply Runner and Curse Windiku all have speed manipulative abilities. Um, I just think, yeah, something from the summoner level further manipulating speed would be a lot of fun, and to kind of take that to the next level with something like backfire would be awesome.
Yeah, man, I can just see the fireworks already, right? I can see the fireworks already with this new legendary fire summoner. But if there was return fire from the death summoner as well, wow. Yeah, man. Sparks are flying. All right, and
That'd be
then
fun.
I was just gonna ask you what out of all the abilities, what do you find um the best?
The best.
The best,
Um,
like the one that makes a difference.
it's got to be speed, right?
Mm.
Swiftness is fantastic. Slow is fantastic. I would take swiftness over slow because you can always, you can't drop one speed monsters any further, but you can always boost your own one speed higher. Um, yeah, swiftness is probably the top of the list for me.
Which one do you have the most fun with?
Speed, swiftness,
Speed.
bring it on. Yeah. So life, and one of the reasons, and this will come up in one of my answers to one of my later questions. Uh, life, the Adelaide gets swiftness at Diamond, and
Mm.
the Soul Fiend gets swiftness at Diamond.
Oh.
So those two plus Time Mage with the slow, that's a plus net +3 speed for your team, and yeah, it's just so much fun to play with.
Well, Diamond just sounds like a totally different game, right?
It's a different
Not
ball game,
not
man. It,
totally different game, but like just the like if you kind of suddenly start playing diamond, it's like whoa, just like the doors are open, right?
Yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been fun. What about you, man? Favorite ability?
Poison. I enjoy poison. I like getting number one, you hit them hard, right? And then you just see that poison take off another two health. Oh, sweet. Love it.
Somebody send this man
Erase.
a Waka. Somebody send this man a Waka.
Yeah, Erase and Dr. Blight. Just I don't know. Sometimes when I hit them with Dr. Blight and then they hit the poison, but then it doesn't take off the health straight away. But sometimes it does. I'm kind of confused why it does. I don't know if you've noticed that.
mm, no, I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see that. That's frustrating.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, man. What's your next question?
All right. All right. So you're like you've been in this game for what are we? Nearly September, say 8 months ish.
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
So for someone who's just starting the game now, what advice would you give them?
Just starting the game now. I would focus on. That's a great question. I would focus on. Hawks actually just did a video, kind of covering this. Somebody had asked a question about uh, just starting the game and looking to invest maybe $20, $30 a month, and the goal being a competitive silver deck, uh,
Mm,
and choose one splinter to kind of go full throttle on out of the gate. And Hawks was a little reluctant to advise which splinter, and I understand the merit in that, but at the same time, Kelia is a
mm,
monster at silver. Is a monster at all levels, but in particular at silver, I would say go after water cards first.
yeah.
I just think the yeah, that whole squad is stacked from Chaos Legion, and the reward cards are very complimentary, and Chaos Legion cards are pretty much still near bottom. They're as affordable as probably they're ever going to be. Um, so if you're just
Yeah.
starting, I would say water is the wagon to which you should be hitching your horses. That would be my advice.
I think then, like you did as well with Diamond, right? You first leveled up your quicks, and then that just kind of gives you're able to play those water cards with the dragon summon as well, right? And that kind of gives you different options. That could be a good one as well.
Yeah, good call. Is that would that be your advice? Is
Yeah,
key cards and then level up dragon first?
I don't think dragon first, but yeah, I think I would go with you. Level up my summoner first, and then build from there. I think the summoner's the most important, right? I think I that's what I didn't do when I first started. I was just scattergunning everything just to want this, to want that. But I think definitely focusing on one splinter is definitely sage advice. And then, like you say, man, just try and level up. I think I would try and aim for gold as well. But yeah, it's not always easy, is it? But I think level up a little bit higher than maybe you think because it could be a good opportunity, or there could be a time quite soon that you will be playing in that higher level, and you'll be like, just really wish
I
I'd
had
leveled
taken
up.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. I think also taking advantage of SPS, you're going to be getting lots of well, okay, you're going to be getting SPS for ranked rewards, which we're going to touch on soon. But I think keeping that and staking it and not unstaking it, depending on your financial position. But I just believe having that staked SPS down the line is going to be really beneficial because I know as soon as I kind of just entered the game just as the airdrops began, and I was just selling the SPS off every day, but I was getting probably close to $20 each day, $15 at the beginning because the price was really high, right?
It's close to $1 at that point, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Jeez, man.
yeah. So I was just like selling my SPS, leveling up cards, selling it just every day. But of course that kind of figure went down. But you know, of course I got some really sweet cards from that. But I think at this moment in time, you're not SPS isn't worth as much as it was. So I think definitely now the advice for me would be stake SPS because selling it at this price, I think
It's
down the
just not worth
line
the
you're going to
squeeze.
regret it. No,
I
no.
agreed. Well, and you bring up an interesting point. And I think we'll touch on it a little bit later. But staking SPS gives you uh, more than just the utility of earning bigger SPS rewards through ranked battles, right? It also gives you the avenue to play in those tournaments
Yeah,
and earn more SPS and earn fractions of vouchers every day with your staked SPS. Um, but yeah, great advice. Okay. Next question from me. I want you to pick one wild card or a soon to be wild card and wild league, I guess. Um, or soon to be wild league card like Untamed or Dice. And which card would you choose that you'd like to see somewhat replicated in either Rift Watchers or Rebellion,
mm. From the Untamed or Dice,
or from any of the previous editions?
the Cube.
Oh my lord, you
I'm
bastard!
joking. um, well, that means the Axe Master is going to be going, right? I
Yeah,
suppose he's kind of been replicated with the range guy from Light.
the Arbalist, the
Yeah,
Pellicor Arbalist.
yeah. Mm. Um. Oh, so
Yeah,
hard this
you
one.
do love your Axmaster, and he will be going the ways of the wild here in a few short months once Rebellion gets dropped.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say I would say Axemaster. I think just to have someone like that because he's a proper game changer. I kind of go through spells of dropping him in there. I'm kind of recently going through a spell of just dropping him in, but just dropping six hits each time. Amazing. How about you? What's yours?
I almost never play the Axmaster. I just yeah, I can't find justification to toss him in. He's 7 mana, right? Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I feel like there's other water cards that I almost always prefer. I play him sometimes, but in the higher mana matches, I'll always choose. The choice is almost always River Helendale or Axemaster, and I 99% of the time choose the Helendale for the Inspire and the Resurrect. Um, he is a great card, and maybe I'll start squeezing him into lineups after this conversation. But Almo, again, my boy.
oh
Um,
yeah, gonna be
yeah, just
saying
he's
goodbye to
so
him.
he. Like I don't think I'll ever sell Almo. He's such a beast. Um, yeah, he's just so versatile. And he plays into my next and final question is or not final question. I've got two more. Um, favorite
Almo
rule set.
related. Ah,
Favorite rule set is for me is Enraged, and Almo is always front and center with Enraged for me. You know, he just can't be touched, and when he is touched, it just sends him to like 12 speed, 13 speed, and just off to the races, man. He's such a monster.
You kind of want him to be hit straight away, right? Because then you just
Oh
know.
yeah, smooth sailing.
Yeah.
He just
Return
puts on
fire.
Yeah, he just puts
Magic
on the
reflect.
cloaking device and he's just see you later, man. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to bid farewell to my boy Almo. And I play him in a huge variety of rule sets, but he is by far my first choice always with an enraged rule set. Um, and that is my favorite rule set because of somebody like Almo.
Mm. So is
What
that
about you?
leading up
What's
to the next question about favorite rule
favorite
set?
rule set? Yeah. What's your favorite rule set?
I would
Poison.
say no, I don't enjoy that one. But I like just to be the only guy. I would say Blast, where you can just kind of yeah, and that's like another one where I enjoy playing Monsieur Lurker. Um and then
I didn't
you
realize
kind
he
of
was Francois.
I just think, yeah, just I kind of just it's just that carnage that Blast can bring, right? And the way you can, you know, counter it with water as well. And now you got like Tide Biter and Kinchenko,
Yeah.
protecting the guys behind your kind of taunt. Yeah, so Blast is mine.
Blast is yours.
Carnage. Yeah.
Cool. All right. You got another question lined up there?
Yeah. All right. I'm going to give you theoretically 3,000 US dollars. You can only spend it on one thing in the game. What are you going to spend it on?
Cards being removed.
No, yeah, you can do cards, you can do
Okay, so one
land,
thing in
you
the
can
game
do
is not one card.
no.
Um,
Well, yeah, I suppose you could spend it on one card.
by Kitty. No, I my days and my love for Kitty are in the past. Um, I feel like it would probably be a node and only one thing.
Well, I give you 3,000 because the node is currently 3,000, right? So that's why I thought I would,
mm,
taking just pretending you don't have any vouchers.
um, yeah, I don't suppose you could squeeze out two nodes necessarily with 3,000. I would go hard and land.
Mm.
I feel like that, and that's speaking from my current standing within the game. We share a license. I've got a decent deck at diamond level. I've got a respectable chunk of SPS. Land is kind of the missing piece in my Splinterlands equation, so I would have to say land and maybe a couple of totems to complement
Mm.
that.
Okay.
What
Well, that would
about
kind
you?
of give you close to 15 plots if you don't include the totems, right?
Yeah,
Would you buy
that's
it?
got a
Would
nice
you,
ring to it.
yeah, would you
Are
buy
you
it?
offering loans?
Would you buy it? Actually, it's not. I worked out 1,500. No, it's probably, is it 30? Oh, God, my brain's gone dead. No, yeah, it's,
It'd be close to 20 plots probably. Uh,
yeah. So would you buy the land? Is it you just believe that it's just got potential to rise and then, or you just would love to just to have those plots to start playing?
yeah, I mean, I've always been curious about land. And you very recently have kind of sent a few conversations my way, and special shout out to Brybro, who will have hopping on to the podcast in at some point in the next month. So stay tuned for that. We definitely plan on picking his brain for all things real estate within Splinterlands. But yeah, it's just seems like it's going to open up a whole new facet of the game, and probably multiple facets, both earning and gameplay, and everything that falls within the umbrella of gameplay. Stacking cards on there, or renting out plots, and harvesting resources, and crafting spells and items. And yeah, it's just a cool new aspect of the game that I don't think we have a real idea, other than pure speculation for what's to come with land. But yeah.
Me too. I think well, to answer my question, I think I would, because I've got some land, but I think I would probably just drop it on the node. Because I just think, yeah, okay, short term you can make, buy some SPS, and the likelihood, well, I suppose, yeah, you could drop 3,000 into SPS, and the likelihood of it rising before Rift Watchers could possibly get you 6,000. And then you could get some land and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I think I personally, without my investing cap on, would go for a node. I just think long term, I just believe in SPS, and I just think long term benefits are going to be hopefully pretty good as well. But yeah, going back to land is really exciting me. I think maybe I've just been listening to lots of podcasts about it.
Wow,
I think
the
I heard
queen
really
is really showing her true colors today.
I really heard I heard it was Cryptomancer discussing it with Brybro, and they were just talking about like a Dungeons and Dragons element to it. So I'm just really interested how, maybe just going on little raiding parties with your. I haven't got a clue how they would implement that, but that's like really an exciting part, right? It's got little raids into dungeons, fighting other monsters, pillaging. So
Yeah.
I just, and yeah, if you can listen to the one with Matt as well, there's some useful tidbits. But yeah, maybe we can save that for another day.
Cool. All right. So my last question is, of the Chaos Legion and current reward cards, most underappreciated or undervalued, and perhaps those are the same thing.
From the Chaos Legion and the reward cards, is that what you said?
Yep.
I don't see. Where are you? Where is it? Maybe it's rewards. Oh, yeah, Murd Hamper. I don't bump into him that much, but I find him really useful. He starts off with 6. Okay, that's at level 8, right? But just that life leech. I think you mentioned it before with Vilguini, right? And you got Dr. Blight behind him. I just feel, yeah, I would say maybe he's not so valued. I think if you're not seeing him that much, I very, very rarely come across that guy.
Yeah, it's a good call. And he maybe a little known fact, at least one that I only recently discovered, is the cripple is applied even with a divine shield.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's great for like those folks with one armor. If you're going up against a wraith or another Kelia, um, the Murdampere will strike the enemy, remove the shield, and take a health off, kind of teeing up your next monster in line to clean up the mess.
Nice.
Yeah, good call. So my underappreciated, undervalued is, and when I wrote this question for you, this is the first card that popped in my mind. Eyes of the Fanged. She still goes for, I think she might be so under $2 per BCX, the third cheapest legendary in Chaos Legion. And I just have a sneaky feeling that she's going to benefit greatly from the legendary summoner. But yeah, I love the ranged sneak. It gets around 90% of the sneak protect plays when it's often like thorns or shield or something like that placed in the back. But she's really quick. She throws down the stun and she's got scavenger. So I'll play with her in fourth or fifth position with Blight or the Jin Bilchka in the back. And by the time she gets to the front, she's likely been cleaning up a lot of the scavenged HP, and she serves as a pretty solid tank by the time she gets to the front. I'm surprised that she hasn't seen a little bit of a price increase. I love playing her with quicks also.
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, you don't often see her either, do you? I think whenever it's Obsidian, everyone's very heavy magic based, right? But yeah, you're right, man. I think maybe that's like another one of my favorite abilities as well, stun. And I think it's one that people don't seem to really kind of like utilize that much as well. Because when there's like that stun rule set, and then it's like you get double damage. I very rarely see a stun guy. I know, to be honest, there's not that many in Chaos, right? Or in the modern format. But
well,
what's your
Earth.
man?
Oh yeah, with that thought, Earth is whenever I get the knockout rule set, Earth is my. So I if possible, I choose quicks, and then Earth is the splinter that I choose as the supporting cast, and my lineup is Hill Giant, and then the who has stun, and then the Basilisk from Team Dragon who has stun, and then I'll throw the Isa who has stun, and Uraeus or what's the other, the Goblin Thief is the sneak monster on Earth, and then I'll throw the Taunt, the slip spawn, and it's a pretty solid lineup. Yeah, I love stun too. That's one of my favorites also.
Nice. What was your question? Was that a question to me? Yeah, that was a question to me. Okay.
No, you answered. You gave me the Murdampere. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot who asked what then. All right, my final question. Okay, so yeah, just there's loads of cool elements to the game that are going to be dropping. Some of Splinterlands is bearing fruit. What are you most pumped about?
Oh, yeah. There's a whole lot in the next 6 months. By then we'll more than likely have Rift Watchers and Rebellion kind of hitting the scene, and nodes will be fully operational, and staked SPS will be fully operational. Potentially land will be at the very least revealed, if not fully functional.
Genesis,
the
Genesis
soccer
League, well, the white paper should be coming out soon as well.
Yeah, that's a great question, man. I don't know. How about D, all of the above? Um,
Yeah, man. True. I think I don't know about excited. Maybe that wasn't the right word, but I'm very intrigued about this Genesis League soccer and how that is going to pan out. Because I think potential wise, and we didn't properly discuss it, but I think potential wise, it's it it's looking promising, right?
yeah,
And
I
I think
think if 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 the question were what of the upcoming kind of events within Splinterlands is do I think is going to be the most impactful? Hands
mm,
down, Genesis Soccer. I think,
ooh,
yeah.
wow,
I mean, just based on everything that you and I have talked about off air and what some of the other content creators have put out there, it opens up Splinterlands and the greater Hive blockchain as a whole to such a huge number of fans. Um,
yeah,
and there's got to be a pretty hefty cross section of soccer fans and video game fans.
yeah.
So yeah, that would
Well, I
that would
wasn't
be my
expecting you
answer
to say
to
that.
the most impactful.
I think I agree. It's going to be um, very impactful for Splinterlands, and I think just the fact that it opens up so many other doors. You got the other games that are possibly going to be dropping as a result of it. And I love the way that they've just done Genesis League Sports. I yeah, I'm just very intrigued and see just how it's going to impact the price of SBS. What's the token going to look like that we're going to be dropped as SPS staked holders? That's like another reason. If you're new to this game, and if you don't know, just all staked SBS holders are going to be receiving a token from this new Genesis League.
Yeah. So just like
And
the airdrop system that we just exited within Splinterlands, we're going to be beneficiaries of the Genesis League airdrop. As yeah, that's a great call.
it seems like quite a few people, if or a few people in the game are quite interested to play this game as well, right? Especially if you're going to be dropping like free airdrop cards. I think that's something that's going to come down the line as well, right?
So sidebar question: if we potentially receive airdropped cards as SPS stakeholders, or if the game is interesting or has an entertainment factor great enough for you to want to kind of dip your toes into that, um, is there a particular like legend of MLS, if there is such a
Beckham,
thing?
David Beckham.
David Beckham.
Yeah,
Uh,
because he's my favorite, one of my favorite players ever. Just like kind of grew. Oh, that's all. He's from London, but he played for my home team, and just watch him rise and just he's just an all round nice guy. But I just yeah, if I could get a Beckham NFT to go with my David Beckham what do you call him? It's not a doll, but a figurine. It's probably the
you've got a David Beckham doll, Kieran.
yeah, I found it here in Taiwan in just some random shops like yeah, like got Ronaldo, Beckham, and Ronaldinho. Magic
That
free.
so you just mentioned. I wish that Ronaldinho had touched the pitch in MLS. He's at the top of my list of all time favorites. He's
Oh, mine too, man. Yeah,
uh,
great.
just love of the game, and guy always plays with a smile, and he definitely kind of personified the beautiful game. That was the first jersey I ever bought was Ronaldinho, Barcelona, the number 10.
Mm. Yeah, man. I could watch, and I often do, just watch YouTube videos of that guy mincing it up.
He still
Just
does, man. He have you seen any of his more recent stuff where he's playing like indoor and he's still like dancing
no.
and yeah, all sorts of fancy footwork and all with that big goofy smile, man. Yeah, he's so much fun to watch. He
Wasn't the last thing I heard about him? He was in trouble with the boys in blue. No.
I hadn't heard that. Taxes? Seems like a lot of
Um,
footballers get in trouble with tax evasion stuff.
no, it was something else, but I don't want to say it just in case it's liable and it's totally not true. But maybe I'll double check that.
Huh. All right. Well,
Um,
back to yeah, impact on Splinterlands. Is Genesis Soccer your pick for the either most impactful or what you're most excited for?
um, yeah, I think because I think I don't know. Yeah, it's just so hard, man, isn't it? I think I've been reading a lot about and listening to um, podcasts on land, so that's got me really interested. And I think also possibly a good time to buy. Right, nobody's really talking about buying land, and it's one of its lowest prices for a long time. But yeah, just definitely, just the possibilities that this new Genesis League soccer could bring. I just think also having this on your CV is pretty cool, right? Like we've already got connections with Warner Brothers, we've got connections with major what's it the just your the American Soccer League. It's pretty
Yeah,
good to have in your
MLSPA.
CV. MLSPA. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the everything is pointing in the right direction for Splinterlands.
Yeah, and I feel like we haven't seen the end of it. I feel like every town hall they're kind of alluding to the next big announcement. There's something in the pipeline that we're really close to announcing, but we're not quite there yet. And so my answer very well, and both of our answers very well could change, in the next couple of weeks. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's such an exciting time within the game, within the Splinterlands universe, and for the Hive blockchain. It's good stuff. So this is something that Wask and I have been talking about for quite a while, and the time has come to roll out the red carpet on a little bit of a giveaway contest. So we have gotten together a few fire cards that we feel are going to benefit greatly from the likes of the new legendary summoner, Conqueror Jasic, Yasik, um,
Jesse.
Jasic, yeah, depending on what region of the world you're from, uh, that are going to benefit greatly from his abilities. So plus speed, scatter shot, and piercing. So we have procured a gold foil bloodmaker, a lava launcher, a radiated brute, and a lava spider, and we plan on giving those away. In order to qualify for the giveaway and get your name on the wheel of names for a randomly selected winner, or in this case, 4 winners, we need you guys to complete a few requirements. So number one, we're going to pose a question for you guys, lore related, and find the answer. Send it to us in our Twitter DMs. That is the People's Guild on Twitter. That's our Twitter handle. And give us a retweet on the contest details. We'll post the contest details, giveaway details on Twitter here in a little while. And yeah, we'll give you guys a couple of days to hunt down the answer. Shoot us a DM, retweet the contest giveaway details, and yeah, get your name in the hat for receiving some free cards. So the question that we have for you guys, according to the lore, which character is in perpetual search for the forgotten one? So we realize this might be a little bit of a needle in the haystack situation, but happy hunting. We will give you a clue that it is within the Fire Splinter lore. So yeah, shoot us an answer. DMs only, please. No spoilies. Anything you want to add to that, Wesco?
No, I think you made that perfectly clear. So could you just repeat that question again, please, sir?
Yes, one more time. According to the lore, which Fire Splinter character is in perpetual search for the Forgotten One?
Are we allowed to give them a clue as to what?
No more clues.
Okay.
Happy hunting. All right, so let's move on to our final segment of the show, and we've talked a little bit about this off air, and we're curious general thoughts on the challenge segment that we've kind of made a staple within the podcast episodes. Do you guys enjoy that? Let us know in the comments on Twitter, or we're trying to our best to get the content posted on YouTube as well. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys enjoy it, if we could change it a little bit.
Does it go too fast for you?
Yeah, we're all ears. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move to the challenge. And Kieran, do you want to slow it down for the people a little bit today and do 1 speed instead of our traditional 2 speed?
Yeah, let's try 1 speed. Then we can.
And we're gonna put your football commentary to the test here. Get your radio voice on.
It's hard. I'm very biased towards my team, to be honest. So it won't be a biased commentary. Okay.
Rooney in for the snake. Yeah. Speaking of radio voice, I wonder if there's plans to have Weirdbeard commentate some of the tournaments at Splinterfest. Having his background in the radio world.
So are we going to be able to watch? Is there going to be a live feed when all this is going on?
I think so.
Maybe for the main events, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely have the live in-person town hall. Yeah, I would imagine if we've got some live tournaments that would be broadcast maybe on Discord or YouTube. Yeah. Okay, so challenge details. We've got noxious fumes, poison, 48 mana cap, water, and death available. So the Splinter gods were listening to our respective favorite splinters. Let's see how we go here. All right, so talk us through your lineup, Kieran.
Okay, so I've gone with the Wave Brood at the front, just to keep your boys at bay. Gone with Almo, second position, as he has the immunity. My old favorite, I was talking about him before, so not to put him in would have been rude. Deep Lurker, my Goldie. And I threw in Cleanse to help my boy Wave Brood at the front. And I've just gone for sustainability at the back. I've got Bakjira at the back. And I've gone for your favorites, Ben's favorite, Gelatinous Cube. Let's see how. But I've just got a feeling. Okay, but yeah, so I was about to say.
Hold on for your predictions. All right, so I went Thaddeus Brood, Team Death, and I was going to mention this earlier, but Death is easily my favorite Splinter to play during Noxious Fumes. There's a handful of immunity guys, and it's pretty versatile in terms of mana caps with Team Death. So I threw Almo up front. Immunity is nice, speed is nice, return fire is nice. Heart Claws number 2, shield, demoralize, immunity, Riftwing to kind of pick up some of the pieces with scavenge that I don't know. I'll get benefit on the River Nymph, maybe. The Revealer, I love the stun, I love the immunity. the Death Taunt, Dark Haon, again with Scavenge, Taunt, and then all reliable, Curse Windiku, Thorns and Heal. Was always a safe bet with the Sneak Protect and the self heal during poison matches. Okay, so predictions, Kieran. What you got? Who you got?
I think, yeah, you're Dalhon was a bit of a beast with that life leech, not life leech, scavenger. Oh, yeah. To be honest, the only one I'm going to be hitting you with is Deep Lurkin. He's going to be going soon. Yeah, I think I kind of wasted a lot of mana on my River Nymph. I should have been
You definitely played the defensive approach. Neither of
yeah,
us are throwing down. I mean, the only damage coming from my team is the revealer until
yeah.
Almo's down. Almo
I think
and the Hayon are down. So
I think my Deep Lurker is going to hit your um Revealer, right?
not until the taunt is down.
Oh, you got the taunt.
And Riftwing at that point could be the lower HP. So Deep Liquor might be going after the Riftwing. We both took the defensive approach here. It's really good. You're going to be dealing more damage, but I think I have enough distractions in here potentially. I don't know. Um,
The only the only the only way I can really see myself winning is if that cube can just get to a point. But the problem is, yeah, your guys will just still be hitting it. But yeah, well, let's see. Like, so do you think you've got it?
yeah, I don't know. I think the cube is going to win it for you. Actually,
Then I'm going to say you because every time you predict something like that, it's the
all
opposite.
right, let's
Do you
rumble,
want to
baby.
change the speed?
Yeah, let me drop the speed down.
Okay, so Lurker's gonna hit first, right? But he's gonna. I just need to hit you with some poison.
Well, I'm already poisoned. Um,
A bit more poison.
and double poison. Man, one speed is really slow. Okay, so Revealer dropped a stun on the Wave Brood first
Yeah.
round. Here comes the first round of
Okay.
poison. Riftwing, Hayon, and Windiku are the only ones taking damage on my squad for the moment.
Oh yes. Okay. The deep lurkers smashed Dahon again. Dahon down to
Oh, another
5.
stun.
Yeah. I don't
All
know. It
right.
kind of, to be honest, if my wave brood gets stunned, it's not a big problem. I've only got one more hit.
Yeah, Deep Lurker's got one more round.
Yeah. Which, oh, he's not going to knock you out either.
No, but he'll be dead on the next round.
Oh yeah, with the
With the
poison, right?
poison.
Okay. This is your time, Lurker. Okay, the horn is down,
The Han is down.
but it's too late. The Lurker is going to be gone. So all my attack,
Yeah, it's just
it's
gonna
going to
be
be a
the
big waiting
revealer.
game.
The revealer is gonna be the only thing dropping damage. Oh, the Wave Brood too. If he can
Yeah.
survive without getting stunned.
Do you think you want to speed it up a bit?
Yeah, one speed is killer slow.
Especially when all our guys are going to be
Yeah, it's I think we're gonna be seeing the fatigue come into play.
yeah, because no one's going to get through your Almo.
No. I mean Wave Brood could potentially if I miss a bunch of stuns.
Yeah, but
Um
he's just going to keeps getting return fires, right?
so the cube is up to 15 health. So I need to quickly burn through. Actually, I need Almo on my team to go down so Harklock can start dealing damage to Almo Bakjira. And we're in round 9.
Okay, I think
And
speed up again.
well, let's see here. All right, so Wave Brood's going down in round 10. Yeah, I think you've got me, man. The stupid cube. Stupid
All right.
cube. All right, so 16 health. And it's going to stay that way for a while. Let's speed it up here. I think we're definitely going to fatigue. Oh, Revealer's missing Almo.
Come on, the cube. I need that cube up high.
Yeah, that's going to win it for you. The stupid fatigue, man.
Never say never.
Oh, I'm saying never. The cube's going to win it.
We should be keeping counts of all these wins or losses.
Cube's going to win it. Here comes fatigue. Yeah, Cube's just going to pick up more health as everybody sustains fatigue damage.
Okay, round 20.
Here comes fatigue. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go pretty deep. Maybe round 26, 27.
It's going to get some life leech from your revealer. Just the baby. Oh.
Yeah, there he goes. There it goes.
Soak it up. Soak it up.
So the cube's up to 17 health. All right, yeah, this is over.
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's over.
Oh, yeah. It's over.
Round.
Wish you guys could see the big smile on my face.
Round 25. And the cube is up to 21 health. Ugh,
it kind of looks like I could have won that even with Bakjira.
I think you could have. Yeah.
Better safe than sorry, though, eh?
Bloody cube, man. I hate that card.
I was surprised I haven't used that cube. I thought I cancelled it. I haven't used that cube for ages.
You should cancel it.
In fact, just having it here every time I challenge you is worth that 0. I think it's like 0.1 DEC. I think I'm paying. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed today's session. Kieran, you want to give us a little bit of a farewell to the people?
Yeah, of course. And just as usual, thank you everyone for listening. Please, check out our Twitter for the contest. If you are into gold foils and boosting your armory before the big man Jacek is dropped. And good luck with the contest. But yeah.
Yeah, and one more time, guys, our Twitter handle is The People's Guild. No spaces, no punctuation. Give us a search, hit us up. We'll post some giveaway details there. And we look forward to seeing if you guys enjoy the giveaway, the podcast, the challenge. Let us know.
Great. Okay. You have been listening to
The People's Guild.